What is good, everyone? This is your host, Deanna Radulescu with Label Free Podcast. To live your best life, you must live label free. As always, bringing incredible guests from all over the world. So sit back, relax, and tune in. My next guest is one of my favorite type of guests. He is all about fitness, mindset, and he is a life coach. Please welcome Bilal Altikriti. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, awesome job. You did. Thank you, Deanna. And I'm
Yay.
really excited to have this conversation.
Well, me too, but let the audience know, where are you joining us from?
We are talking from Dubai.
Dubai. And so it is very late, you guys, for him to join us today. So you better not tune out. Stay tuned and listen to his story because you are going to want to hear this. Bilal, I love what you do. And every coach I talk to, whether it's in fitness or mindset, or they all are very unique in how they got to where they were and how they wanted to help other people. Can you take us along on that journey of what got you to being focused on fitness and mindset and becoming a life coach?
Yeah, so my background when I grew up, I've always been taught discipline by my parents, by my family. And whenever you see someone from like the Middle East, you'll usually see them their family always tell them do your homeworks, be the smartest guy at school. And so these things were instilled in me when I was a kid. And as I grew up, I kind of got, when you achieve what your parents want, which is like being the best in school, for example, and things like this, obviously you get compliments in school. Your teacher would tell you, great job. And, and then when the last day at school, you get the results, you're like the top student or the second top or something. So this thing of being disciplined and then there's a reward that's really good led me to try to be disciplined in everything.
Yeah.
And so I basically started when I reached 18 or something, I was looking at people and I see people fitness wise, they look real good. And people that just don't look, they just look average. You overlook them real quick, right?
True.
So
very true.
Yeah. So I was like, which one is really aligned with the discipline? With the discipline aspect of things, the way I grew up. So obviously looking good. So I really wanted to look cool. I wanted to look the coolest guy, among my peers and stuff. So I started working out, being, a man, you want to work out to have big muscles. That's
he got a
usually what
vein
men
pop in there. He's got a vein pop guy on this.
I did biceps yesterday. Yeah.
All right. Love it. Okay. Sorry. Keep going.
Yeah. So that was the beginning of it. I was 18 or something. I started basically lifting and stuff. And then I'd also see the same phenomena. I'd see some results about a month later. And that school mindset taught me that things don't happen quickly. You need to study, you need to do things before you get to that goal. And so I applied the same thing just by nature because I'm used to it. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything, as you know. So I just did it this way. Started getting results, saw my six-pack, got really amazed. I was like, heck, so many people are not looking this way. So if I can keep this, I'm really in good shape in life. I'm gonna just keep the discipline thing. So I realized that discipline is really where reward is, and it's just a matter of time for us. We just have to stick to something long enough, something that is good, and it's gonna reward us no matter what. Right. So this is where it actually all began.
I have a question. So it's not exactly about how we look, but it's about the discipline to make us look that way, right?
Yes. So if you look at people, they just want to see, if they can do this, and then they look good, they will all rush. Everybody wants the easy thing, but it's cliche. We all know that you need to do hard work for you to get good results. Isn't that the most cliche thing?
It is.
Yet nobody follows it. Right? Nobody follows it. Everybody wants quick result. They will always keep wanting that. So how do we fix this? We need to build this kind of patience, discipline, kind of characteristic in ourselves by time. And we just shouldn't really expect results to come fast. And we should rather just work on the daily habits that we do every day that are guaranteed to get us good results. So for example, if there's you and two friends of yours and you guys do the same things every day together,
Yeah.
Most likely when you're walking together and someone looks at you, they'll see like clones of human beings. They'll see three things that are the same thing. If you guys eat the same, if you guys walk together the same way, if you guys like talk the same things, think the same thoughts, you're clones of each other. You'll eventually see that you'll also wear the same clothes.
Yeah.
And so my point is, the daily habits shape you. The daily habits shaped you guys together and made you like clones. So if you want, like close your eyes, everybody watching us right now, close your eyes and think of what is the best version of you. How do you look? What do you possess? What is your net worth? What is your relationship? Your like partner. Do you have a family? Where do you live? All these things. And just pick and choose. Just pick and choose the best things that you can think of that are like aligned with who you are, right?
Yeah.
Some people, like if you think of Andrew Tate, for example, he likes to look like, and regardless of what you think of him, right? He always says that I like to look like a mafia boss. So he shaved his
What is that?
head.
What is that? He likes
Mafia boss.
Matthew Boss.
Russian mafia.
Oh, okay. I
So
got you.
like a gang, and he's the
Yes.
boss with like a cigar.
Oh, okay.
So that's what he works on, and that's one of his daily habits. He always picks up a cigar, and he every time shaves his head, and he always works out. So he tries to achieve that, and eventually, with his daily habits, he achieved that pretty well. So that's the point. Like, close your eyes, think of whatever, and I don't care if you love or hate Andrew Tate. I'm just giving him as an example. I personally love him, but doesn't matter. So, close your eyes, think of what you really want. How would you look? For me, I want to have these. I want to have gains.
Yeah.
I want to be ripped, and there's so many things I want in my ideal picture. If you close your eyes and do this, and then you open your eyes and go work on doing this, it's the most fulfilling thing you can do ever. Like, it's the most like happiness bringing, satisfying thing that even if you leave sleep, even if you sacrifice food, even if it doesn't matter, whatever, you will see that it's just the most content. You'll get the happiest, and it's just going to be the best life ever. And this phenomena that we talked about, it's going to start manifesting of like you're doing something every day. By time the results are just coming together, they must. So one of the things I talk about, Deanna, is instant success. And I say all the time, instant success is real. They tell you need, and this may sound contradictory, but I'll get you to the point. So they tell you that you need to, work and not expect something. And it's true, but like instant success, for you to get instant success, all you need to do is to switch your mindset to that of who you want to achieve his picture. Like, for example, you want to be rich. You need to just clone the mindset of that rich person you want to be like. Yeah. Pick one of the rich, famous people you want and just clone his mindset. So think the way he thinks.
You're right.
What does he consume every day? Do you think that a rich person goes on TikTok?
No.
And watches dance, stupid dancing?
No, not at all.
He's busy doing some business. He's doing some real things that make him money, right? Do you want to be like him? Clone his mindset. His mindset, what is his mindset? His mindset is what he gets, the input. So the input is the things he sees, the content he consumes, the people he talks to, the 5 people around him, his family, all these things, they make his thoughts. And then based on his thoughts come his actions. His actions are produced by his thoughts. Have you ever done something that you've never thought of before? Like, for example, you didn't think of it, but you saw your hands doing it by themselves? No.
I'm sure I have. No, you don't think so?
No, like my point is like, you would never smoke a cigar, right? You would never do it. It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy. Have you seen your hand sneak and take a cigar and just put it in your mouth?
Well, I do smoke cigars with my husband, so
no. But you get
I know what
you
mean. I know what you mean. So if it's something you've never, I get it. Yeah.
So if you think of some things, they'll start manifesting into your action. So your thoughts, if you were to put the thoughts that come to your mind more and more frequently, the top ones are the ones that translate into action.
Oh, right.
And then the smallest ones that never come up, or like come up once or twice, they're just thoughts that are going by. I think an average of thoughts is like 50,000 thoughts a day that an average human would get.
I believe
so if you think about some things constantly, they will affect the way you act, and that's how you achieve goals. So that ties to my example. Like, this rich person thinks of things, specific things. If you think like him, you'll be rich like him, because your actions will translate. They will manifest based on your thoughts, just like him. You will see yourself doing the same exact things. And that's why they always say, like, you're the average of like the top of like the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Yeah.
You guys are transferring thoughts. When
Yeah.
you talk to each other, what is happening? You're just transferring thoughts. So eventually you will look the same, because your actions are the same. You're going to eat the same, look the same, sleep the same time, talk together on the phone, then sleep the same time, wake up. Hey, when did you wake up? I woke up this and that. So thoughts are the things that make us take action. And so if you want to achieve your perfect version of you, which you must think of this, we can talk about this in a minute, why you must think of this, because there is a big problem in society. They don't think about this. But anyway, you must clone those thoughts. You must start thinking the thoughts that get you to the goals you want. And if you just think of them hard enough every time and repeatedly, more frequently, they'll translate into actions, and you'll eventually get there.
Yeah. No, I subscribe to that theory. Like my mom always says, thoughts are powerful. So whatever you think, you can actually manifest to happen. And I'm big into manifesting. I know that, a lot of people might not agree with that. I mean, I think a lot of people that listen to the show do agree with that, but thoughts are very powerful. There are things that I have manifested unconsciously. I can look back and say, oh, wow, I thought of that and I made it happen, right? Good and bad. And
Good
it's
and
not just good things, but it can also be very bad things too. And so I have had the experience of manifesting both. And so now at this point in my life, I try to discipline myself to think only positive thoughts, to manifest that which I want my life to look like. And I think that is a really hard thing for people to wrap their heads around.
Well, Deanna, the thing is, and this is an important point for the people who don't agree with us. We both here agree that manifestation is real. If you are listening to us and you don't agree, please sit in front of your mirror and just think. Think of the top things that you think about. Whatever the things that come up to your mind the most, and look at your actions. You will see that your actions and your top thoughts are the same thing.
Yeah.
They're married. They're the same thing. So you can't be thinking of something and not doing it, and you can't be doing something that you're not thinking about. Yeah. Thoughts control actions. And that's why when I said instant success is real, if you just have certain thoughts that you just literally lock your mind on, those thoughts will have actions come out of you, and they will eventually have the results of them manifested. And we talk about the fitness example. We talk about that rich person example. So all these things, they just prove themselves by time. It's just undeniable, right? So.
Yes. Oh, hi. It's your host, Deanna Radulescu with Label Free Podcast. I'm here to share an exciting opportunity with you. I've recently partnered with SecureVPN.io. They specialize in protecting your online activity, such as transactions, your online searches, your privacy protection, and it protects you from any data leakage from hackers out there that have access to your information. So please click the link in bio and take advantage of this special opportunity with SecureVPN.io. Again, this is your host, Deanna Radulescu with Label Free Podcast. To live your best life, you must live label free.
I think that is what you're talking about is very powerful. And it is all about mindset, and really executing that discipline. That is it's a very key part of that. For myself, I have spent many years really kind of not recycling, but you have to always like you said, the top 5 people that you surround yourself with. If the people around you are not in alignment with your life goals, you will never get there.
Oh my, ever. And this is what people don't understand. And we're trying to preach this. And this is why I post a lot of things on my Instagram, on my TikTok about these things. I'm trying to preach this in a way that makes people like it. So, people are just wasting their lives. If you look around you, people are living in a delusion. They don't understand how important their lives are. Literally, you see them destroy their health, They destroy their relationships. They waste their time. What is the most valuable currency in life? What is the thing you can't change?
Time.
It's time.
Yeah.
It's time. You can't buy time. No matter what you do, you only have limited time. So everybody here is spending their focus, spending their time on unnecessary things, low-level things, and they have one life on earth. Guess where they're gonna go after this? Gone. Just dust. Are you gonna waste this one chance? Are you gonna just live low level and think of the opportunity you like if you die and then maybe you're in your like underground and you're thinking about what you've done in life. What are you gonna see?
Your soul is thinking about what you've done. Maybe
your soul is like telling you, what the fuck have you done? Sorry. It's like telling you, what the heck have you done? You've wasted your only chance here, and you've wasted it. And something that deludes people that they always do in this arena here is like they postpone things to the future, the things that they wanted, right? They want to look fit, they want to look good. They postpone this to the 1st of January, which is next month, right? We're now starting.
Oh, yeah.
We're here 1st of December. You guys are 30th of November. But so my point is, they postpone it to the 1st of January.
Yeah.
And so they're waiting for the 1st of January. What are you doing now? I'm waiting for the 1st of January so that I go to gym. If you notice in the gyms at the beginning of every year,
oh, it's packed.
The first day it's packed. The second week it's like probably 30% less, and then by February it's like half the number, and everybody's gone. So this idea of like, I'm gonna go 1st of January is already screwed by 1st of February. It's freaking ridiculous. So what I always say, I keep repeating this, and I'm trying to get people to understand this, like, your future is in reality not real. It's a delusion. Future is not real. Future is just an idea of what's coming. So what's actually tangible and real is right now. Me and you living this moment. This is real. We're now on a podcast. This is tangible. Can you guarantee that tomorrow, for whatever circumstance and all the possibilities in life, we may be in another podcast together? Maybe.
Perhaps.
There is. Right? This is my point.
Perhaps.
Future is not real. This is not planned. We will not have, if me and you are talking right now, we know we have never planned a podcast tomorrow. So the point is, if for whatever reason it happened, did we have control over it? No. Why? Because future is not real. It's like something that is like delusion. We think something will happen. How many people died out of accidents they didn't know about?
Gosh, I almost died in an accident yesterday. So yeah, you never know.
Oh my God.
Tomorrow is not promised. All you have is right now.
All you have is right now. Tomorrow is never promised. Yesterday is only thoughts. Yesterday is experiences. If you lose your memory, there's no proof of yesterday. If they come to you and tell you this happened yesterday, you don't have proof of that. You can deny, or you will doubt that because you don't remember that. If they told you before you were a nurse, but for example, you had an accident and then you forgot everything. They told you before you were a nurse. Well, I don't have proof that. Okay, should I believe you? Should I not? Like, this is not real. It's only something stored. So future is not real, and then the past is only memories. The past, it's only used for lessons, to like understand what we've done wrong and then correct ourselves and things like this. And the future is never real. So my point for every viewer here, close your eyes, like what we said. If you're going to do one thing out of this podcast, one thing, don't follow me on Instagram. I don't care. Don't follow me on everything. Just do one thing as a favor from me and Deanna. Go ahead and close your eyes and think of the best life you can live. How do you look? Are you healthy or unhealthy in your one shot on planet Earth? Would you rather be healthy or unhealthy? On your one shot on planet Earth, would you rather have muscles and gains, or would you be fat and skinny fat and average and everybody overlooks you? Imagine people look at like 10 people and you're in the middle and they just like, whoop, they overlook you. You're not nobody. You're a nobody. Which one would you rather have, having this one shot on planet Earth? This is your life, the most valuable thing, right? So close your eyes about this. Shape who you really want to be. Open your eyes. Now is the time to start. Only right now. Any second later is just not guaranteed. You never know when that rocket comes for whatever reason from whatever place, from aliens or something, to your house and just blows you up. You never know what's going to happen. You only have now. Are you going to work on it? Yes or no? Are you going to work on a better body? Are you work on a bigger pocket? Are you going to work on like a better relationship? All these things. You know, I turned 24 and I was panicking. I was like, did I just lose 24 years of the one shot I have on Earth?
Interesting.
Did I just lose 24 years? And what do I have left? What is 24 times 3? What is that? 72 or something? 72, right?
Yes, yeah. 72.
70 freaking 2. I'm going to live 2 times this short period of time that I have lived so far. And I'm fucked. That's it. I can't do shit. So this is my point. I mean, yes, you can obviously do, but like my point is, you're no longer 22, you're 72, right? So I was panicking, like 24, are you serious? We didn't achieve everything we want. So this is the mindset everybody who's watching us should really
watching or listening.
Watching, listening on YouTube. Yes. If you're not following Deanna on YouTube or subscribing to her, like, come on, you gotta do better.
Well, they're just missing out, but you know, whatever.
You gotta see our beautiful faces. I mean, I'm wearing sunglasses at 12:30 a.m. Like, you gotta see me. Come on.
Oh, I love it. Your passion for and your realization at such. I mean, at 24, I don't think I realized a lot of that like you are realizing. If you know, you are very passionate about people becoming disciplined and living their best life, right? And I think that we all are on our own unique journey. I'm 47 and I started this show, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And it took me a long time to really come to this place. I've always been in fitness and in health and all that. I've always been very disciplined, but there are different ways to be disciplined in your life, not just in the physical, but also in the mental,
obviously, yeah,
and the emotional, everything. And the things that you are talking about are very relevant in how people can really grow and become better. We're kind of getting like close here on time, Bilal. Can you tell people what it looks like to work with you and be a client with you and what they can expect?
It looks like going from a fat, slobby nobody to someone who really has values and has and knows his worth. That's what it looks like. I don't
no holds barred. No holds barred. If you sign up with Bilal, you're going to get results. He's going to give it to you one way or the other.
and you better sign up because okay, maybe don't sign up with me, but like my point is, like, you better do something about your life. You better realize that it's one shot you have, and you need to do the absolute best in all arenas to achieve the top 1% of humanity. Because and this is what I don't want to take any more of your time, but you could have been an animal. You could have been an insect. You know, maybe God decided to make you an insect, or he made you a human, the king of the world. The human is the most capable, creature on this earth. You're just going to waste this beautiful opportunity. It's like handing someone $1 billion and that person just puts in the freaking water. Like, what are you doing? You got $1 billion already in your hand. Yeah. So yes, working with me is basically working on the best version of you. You can apply if you want to work with me. I do 2 things mainly. I am a mindset and life coach. So mindset and life means everything in your life, right? Getting you to your goals, taking you out of negative habits. So weekly calls and like I have a one-on-one with people and a lot of things. And I also do fitness. If you want to have gains, if you want to look better, gains look better. And if you want people to like look at you and then stop like, oh, heck, wait, this guy, he looks really cool. If you want that, this is what I help you do too. You need discipline. Obviously, I will have you with the right mindset, obviously. Not just tell you do this and do that because that would be boring. But yeah, that's basically what I do. If you want to find me, I am available in this beautiful internet under Instagram, Altikriti Bilal. This is probably going to be hard, but we're going to explain it. So my last name and then first name. So the last name is Altikriti, Altikriti. And then the first name is Bilal. You put my last name followed by my first name, and this is my Instagram handle, and this is also my TikTok handle.
Perfect. You guys, I'm put those links in the show notes. So you have better have thick skin and be ready to get your butt kicked working with Bilal, because he's going to make sure you get results. Because discipline is like a muscle. You got to work it too. Bilal, this is the part of the show where I like to ask for last words of wisdom or advice. What are you going to leave with us today?
Your future is not real, and all you have is right now.
Yeah, amen to that. Time is fleeting, you guys. Time is the most valuable commodity asset that you have. And until you realize that it's something you can never buy and extend in your lifetime, then once you realize that, you're going to take life by its horns and wrestle to the ground and become the king of your world, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. Bilal, I love the energy you brought today. Thank you for being so hyped at 12:30 a.m. in Dubai. We really appreciate it.
I will work out after this, just so you know,
All right,
everybody. I have a workout.
Send us pictures. Bilal, it was an absolute honor. Thank you for what you do, and thank you for tapping into that unique energy that you've got to help people change their lives and make them better.
It was a pleasure. Thank you, Deanna.
You're welcome. You guys, this is your host, Deanna Radulescu with Label Free Podcast. To live your best life, you must live label free. As always, don't forget to subscribe, follow, rate, review, comment, share, all those good things. And I'll be back soon with more dynamic guests.